Hi, and I'm terribly sorry, having problems with my phone, but it's all fixed. I hope that, I'm in the right direction now, and I'm going to be starting again. We didn't waste too much time, thank goodness. So I hope you're all well and ready to see this recipe. It's going to be pretty fast, but such a simple and healthy recipe, so we're going to get started. So what I have here is a few carrots, a zucchini. I've got 2 fillets of salmon. I use salmon because I couldn't find ocean trout, but it's exactly the same thing. A couple of shallots, a dressing that I made. So in the ingredients you'll see that I've got 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I've got some lime zest. I've got a lot of ginger in here, only because this family loves ginger. And some teriyaki marinade. So there are 2 kinds of teriyaki marinade, one a very liquid one and one's a little bit thicker, depending on the make. And I've got the liquidy one, because that's what I like. There's very little in here because of the steaming, the vegetables and the fish as well will release some liquid. So we don't want it to be swimming in a lot of liquid. So yeah, everybody's ready. I'm going to be starting now. So in this food processor, I placed my 4mm blade, a grating blade. So I'm going to be starting and have a look. So I'm going to be measuring my zucchini a little bit more and measuring my carrot as well, so it fits nicely in the bowl. Okay, so placing that here, and I'll start with the zucchini, and I'm going to put it lengthways in order to get some Julienne strips. So placing your vegetables horizontally allows you to make longer strips. So you can see that, and then I'll do exactly the same with my carrots. So give it a quick rinse. And I'll do the same with the carrots. So disc support, 4mm grates, lid on, and placing carrots in there. Still a bit too long, so I'll just make them a little bit shorter. Obviously it has to go in there. And then here are my carrots. I'll just take the spatula, and you see with a spatula you will be able to get everything out very, very easily. So we've got carrots now, and you can see there are quite a lot of carrot strips, the same with the zucchini. So I'm putting that aside. We're going to continue with the recipe. As I was saying before we cut off the video, is that in here, I don't know if you've seen. Yeah, so you've seen that. All right, fantastic. So now we're going to be starting with making the papillotte. So to make it easier for me, I've got this oblong plate, and I'll just place a piece of baking paper in the middle. So that measures around 30 centimeters to 40 centimeters. And I'll be taking a piece of salmon and place it right in the center of the paper. Just like so. And then on top of that, I'll place some carrots. And some zucchini. A few of these, and I'll keep some for decoration. Okay. So as I said to you, now these vegetables are going to release quite a lot of liquid, so I'm not putting too much of the dressing on. You can see how much ginger I have in there, only because we love it so much. So that's what I'm doing. And then comes the part that is a little bit more tricky. So you just grab the two sides and start folding. Make very, very small folds because you want this to be completely sealed so that no steam is going to escape. I'll do another one so you can watch it again. And then you twist the side. Just give it a good twist, just like that. And you put it aside. Over here. So I'll show you that I've done a couple earlier just to speed up the process. And here what I've done is just put some string around, but you'll see when I place them in the steamer that you actually don't need to do that. It's a lot easier maybe for you guys to twist the end. So let's do another one. A neat piece of paper and the salmon wants to get away. The fish that wants to get away. And then again, same thing, carrots. Yes, or whatever other vegetables you like. If you don't like zucchini, you can put broccolini or whatever you want that cooks fairly quickly. And a few of the shallots. Okay. And then the rest of the dressing. Yeah, that's enough. We can do that. And start folding. Small fold. Nice and neat. Oops, as I said that. So I'm afraid that I'm just going to have to use some string for the other side. Okay, but no, it'll be alright. Okay. Alright. So in my stainless steel bowl, I've placed half a liter of water from the tap. And now I'm going to be putting my fish in the steamer. I'll be using both levels. Okay, this is a little bit better. And this one goes over there. And you can tuck it nicely under so the steam doesn't escape. And on top, I'll put the other two. There you go. So you can actually fit another piece of salmon here, piece of fish. So here I've got 4, but you could easily do 5, which is quite amazing. So placing it on there, and the lid. It's there. Okay, thanks. Okay, it's closed. I'm going to be changing this to cooking, and then we'll go to steam, and I will just change the temperature to 120, and I will leave it for 20 minutes and just press water. Okay, now Vanessa's there to answer any questions you might have. I just need to tell you something, because it's so weird that the questions that you sometimes get. A customer phoned me and said, can you zest a lemon or a lime? And I thought, well, I need to try that. So I did exactly that. So what you have to, and it didn't really work well, so I don't advise it. So, and also you need to have like a lime that's perfectly round and not insert the pusher too far so it catches it. So to let it roll like that with a machine. But it does get the zest, but it also gets the pip, which is pretty, it's not very palatable. So I wouldn't advise you to do it. But what it did do though, is, you know, dirtied my bowl. So, and I realized that after you're doing anything with citrus or carrots, things that might stain your plastic bowl, you need to wash it straight away so that you don't get any marks on it. So that's quite something. I mean, I never thought of zesting anything in the food processor, but I had to try. But don't try it, it's not very successful. Okay, so what is news with Magimix this month? So this month, the month of October, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Magimix has partnered with the McGrath Foundation, and they have released a beautiful pink Le Mini food processor, which I will show you. I won't show you the pink one. I haven't got a pink one, but I'll show you the white one, and I'll show you how cute it is and what it can do. So, oops, this is what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. Everything's falling down. It has two bowls, and they each have their own blade. So everything is placed in a beautiful little cassette here, so that you can keep everything nice and tidy. So we've got a large blade. In fact, it's not large, but it's for the large bowl, and you just place it in and put your lid on top, just like any other Magimix food processor that you know. So if you wanted to make a smaller quantity, you would just place this little helper thing here, like support, right? Oh, sorry, we need to put that in first. There, and then that will take this blade here, this one. So you just put it in like that, and that's the blade for the little bowl. Now don't be fooled by the size of this machine, because in the big bowl it can take about, you can make a 500 gram pastry in here, 400 gram dough in there, and the capacity of it, if I remember correctly, for the main bowl is 1.7 liters, and for the little mini bowl it's half a liter. So don't be, you know, I think that it's quite a lot when you think about it. So what else do we have here? So what we do have as well is some grating and slicing discs. Okay, and so you've got, they're reversible. So you've got slicing on the one side and grating on the other side, and it just fits beautifully on top, just like that, and you close your lid. So it's quite impressive. So what else do we have? What else do we have? Just looking, oh yes, also this, and this is called a blender mix, and it turns your food processor into a blender. So it creates a vortex, and so you can do a little smoothie in there, or you can just you know, cream some soup, whatever you want to blend, so it'll turn into a little mini blender. As well as that, we have a whisk. So the whisk, of course, is for egg whites and cream, and this little bowl can take 4 egg whites. So this is also very nice. And then we have also a citrus press, and that just goes on top just like that, and 2 cones, one for lemons and one for oranges, and that comes with this wonderful little machine. So if anybody wants to, you know, gift a daughter or a Christmas present possibly, I think that anybody would love to have this machine. Now the color, and I'm thinking, I'm not too sure, but it's around this color. So I'm just showing you my washing up glove, and that will be the special. And so whoever buys that this month will also receive a little parmesan disc that fits in the machine. So that is the, in French you say la nouveauté, what's new with Magimix. What else can I tell you about this? So of course it's made in France and the motor is guaranteed for 30 years, just like any other of our motors. What else is there? There is a recipe book that comes with it. And the parts and labor are guaranteed for 3 years. So a lovely little machine, a beautiful gift. If you're thinking about it, now's the time because it's a good cause. And we have that offer running until the end of October. So if you're interested, just go onto the Magimix site and just buy one. So let me see how long there is to go. 13 minutes to go. Any questions?
So a portion of the proceeds, if you buy a machine, goes to the McGrath Foundation?
Yes, that's correct. Yes. Does anybody have any questions? And now, who is cooking along with me? Also, you have to, continue giving us ideas for our cookalongs. We need some inspiration, and also, keep on with the questions. Vanessa's there to answer your questions. We can do it straight away, and also you have the opportunity to book a one-to-one session on the Magimix site if you want to know about anything to do with the machine, or you're sitting on the fence, you don't know, whether you want to buy one and what exactly it does and how it does it. So I'll be there to answer all those questions and possibly to do a couple of things at the same time as you.
If one uses white fish, for example, snapper,
yes.
What changes? Does it cook the same?
Yes, it's exactly the same. You might be a little bit careful about the timing because the salmon pieces are quite thick, so it might take a little bit more time. So why don't you do it for 15 minutes and check it, because I really think even this one, I think it'll be ready in 15 minutes, but I'll check it as we go along. I'm just going to place it back. So what are you cooking? What is everybody cooking? And I want to know who's cooking at the same time as me. I'd like to know that. Okay, I'll just place that away.
Somebody says, could you do a demo on panna cotta or chocolate mousse?
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to establish. This is why I'm asking, are you cooking with me? Because we can do recipes as well, of course. If you prefer, do you want us to do cookalongs, or do you want us to show you a particular recipe? This is what we need to know. Because if I'm doing a cookalong, that means that you're cooking together with me, maybe, or you're watching the video later, and then, you've got supper, your dinner ready to go for tonight. So it depends what you want. I mean, I would love to do desserts, panna cotta, whatever you want, because that's what I like to do anyway. So
somebody says, what setting are we on for the fish? Because they're only doing that now.
Okay. So we've got, so go to the cooking function.
Cooking.
And then just put it on steam. And I've upped the temperature to 120. And use the 20 minutes that is preset there. I am going to check it again in about 4 or 5 minutes to see whether it's cooked, because we don't want it to be overcooked, even though it's steaming, so it's going to remain moist. So I hope that answers your question.
Some people say they like cookalongs and demos.
And demos, cookalong and demos.
Some people prefer recipes. Some people like doing dinner.
So we have to do everything,
Yes.
in other words. All right, I'll get going on the recipes because that's something I enjoy doing. And on desserts, and I can give you any tips on doing things. Yeah, that's a good idea. We're going to be working on that then. That's great. So where are you watching from as well? We'd like to know. All right. Do you think I dare check the fish? So with the fish, I've prepared some steamed rice. So some people might want to cook rice at the bottom and steam at the same time. If you do that, you've got to worry about the timing and also, whether the rice is going to be sticking at the bottom. So it's a lot of time and error with that one. 7 minutes to go. Keep the questions coming.
Some people says, yes, I like all-in-one meals too.
All-in-one meals, yes.
And what about red curry and rice with prawns or chicken all cooked together in the metal bowl?
Okay.
It's a nice idea.
Yes. So at the end of the session, we look at all your questions and all your requests, and we try and work out, what we're going to be doing next. So the next one is Vanessa. I don't know if you've been on the Magimix Facebook page and watched her videos. She made fantastic videos that she does every 2 weeks on different things. Like, for example, she did 2 videos on staples that were very, very popular. And so last week we did one on picnic food, which was also amazing because she did so many recipes in so little time. I had trouble keeping up. And so the next one we're thinking, what would she be doing? So this is also, another area where you can give us suggestions.
Saturday, October 16th.
Yes. On 16th of October, she'll be doing one and it'll be on our page.
This is Vanessa.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa. Do you want to tell them what you're doing or not yet?
Oh, Vanessa, join us in 2 weeks.
So at this point, I'd like to check the fish. So I'm going to start the machine. And we're going to just remove this. Actually, I will take one that's on top. It's easier that way. Just place it here. Just close the lid just in case we need to cook it for a bit longer.
Somebody says they bought the Mini Plus and use it when the metal bowl is busy.
Ah, yeah, good idea.
So they
Great.
fully recommend it.
Fantastic. Yeah, I also do. All right, it's a little bit hot. Oh, well, this one has to stay here because the paper's broken. So what I'll do is I'll just cut it myself.
Do you think you could do stir fries in the Magimix?
Well, we are going to do a demonstration on that.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are asking. So here's your fish. And let's just break it to see. Can you
Somebody's just a little bit behind. They're asking, do we put the little lid on? By this, do we mean the cap?
Yes, absolutely, definitely. The cap needs to be on. Otherwise, the steam will escape.
Cap is on.
Okay. So I'll slow down maybe. Here's a fork, here's a knife. Let's see if it's cooked. Oh, it's still a bit raw. So we're going to continue cooking for the rest of the time and it'll be perfect. So I'm just not going to put that one back at the moment. And you know that it does continue cooking with the heat. So I'm sure that in about 10 minutes this piece of fish will be absolutely fine. So what I need to do is possibly just put some foil over it, so just to trap the heat, and then it'll be fine. It sort of depends on so many things. You know, like I did a piece of fish and it was a little bit overcooked. So, you know, you need to check it, and it can be fixed. So we're going to wait another few minutes to until it's cooked. What else do you do in the mini?
Can make pestos.
Can make pestos. It's great because it's got a tiny footprint. And do you want me to show you again?
Yes.
Okay. Tiny footprint.
Tiny footprint.
But a mighty machine. What's not to love? It's so cute.
Are you doing a Christmas special?
Well, I'll have to talk to the rest of the team. But I think we might do that, yeah. So it's nothing's decided yet. So we'll let you know. Why don't you turn on the notifications, and then you'll know everything that goes on. Okay.
What are we gonna do when the fish is out?
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna eat it.
Somebody says a Christmas cake.
A Christmas cake. All right. Okay. I'll start doing a Christmas cake, and then we'll do a demo on that. That's a good idea. Okay. I know it's been asked before, so we'll do that. Yes, it's approaching very fast. We didn't think about it, but suddenly it's like, I think 8 weeks to go, or 7 weeks to go, and it's Christmas again. So we're going to do a Christmas special. I'm sure we are.
Yes, people.
All right. So what I've done is I've prepared a little cup of rice, just to show you how I like to eat the fish. I'll get another dish because I need another one.
Somebody's already started their Christmas cakes because they need to be mature to be ready for Christmas.
Right. It's not something that I do every day, but I certainly am going to do it.
We could maybe do mince pie filling plus pastry.
Yes, absolutely. Little mince pies. Oh, that'll be good. Yeah. I'll do that.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
Heidi can't find her little lid, her cap.
Okay.
Is there anything you can use instead?
Well, I suppose why not use a little bit of a foil, possibly. You can't find your cap? No, you need it for steaming, for sure.
Try foil and Glad wrap?
Not Glad wrap.
Okay, foil.
I wouldn't do Glad wrap. Just do foil. You know, because it's very, very hot up here.
Yes.
So, okay. I'm going to be checking that now again. And hopefully it's done. So let's stop it. And all right. All right. Let's open the parcels. I love receiving parcels. Okay, a little bit hot. Let's try not to break it this time. So imagine that you had a large piece of fish, right? And you don't wrap it in the same way. You wrap it differently. This is a lot easier for little slices, little fillets. Molly. I'm just gonna have to do this.
Just cut it.
That's it. I didn't even cut the paper. Amazing. and roll, and this is what you see. This little piece there,
Smells
brown,
good.
it smells beautiful, hey? It's just the ginger. So, can you see how much liquid there is? Now, what I like to do is actually pop the rice in there and eat it, but maybe we won't do that. Just have to see whether it's cooked. And it's perfectly cooked. Have a look. Perfectly cooked. So I didn't even do the whole of the 20 minutes. 18 minutes it was cooked because it was nearly there with the other one. So let's have a look at the other one and see whether it's better. Like I said to you, it would continue cooking. It's still a bit pink, but my husband loves it when it's a little bit pink like that. So that'll be for him then. So what we can do is either leave the fish in there and put the rice in together. So I think it's going to be a bit complicated, so I might just slide it.
Could you see if it's cooked by taking its temperature?
I suppose you could, but I'm not going to do that because I don't have a probe. So here it is.
Did you cook the rice earlier?
I did cook the rice earlier. I did try and
Before
do it
the
at same-
demo.
Yeah, before the demo. And so a little rice, a few decorations, a bit of that. And some coriander from the garden. On top of the rice, just like that. And then some on the fish as well. And I hope you like it. It's fresh, it's low fat, it's simple, it's summery. You can have it cold, you can have it warm. Really a lovely, lovely dish to have. And that concludes the Cookalong. And Vanessa will be seeing you in 2 weeks' time with her recipe. I don't know what it is yet, but she'll let you know. So everybody have a lovely evening, and I'll see you next time.